Good morning from Green Springs Park in Enterprise, Florida. We've been here before. Check out the springs and walk around. Today, I'm going to use this as a starting point for the trail-to-trail pathway that goes for about 26 miles through Volusia County. And we'll be able to check out whatever other scenery we can find along the way. So while we've been out to Green Springs Park before, we've yet to be on the Spring to Spring Trail, which is 26 miles of trails that connect various parks throughout Volusia County. And there are other trails that intersect here as well, including going up the rail trail. And I'll take you all the way out to New Smyrna Beach. This is where we are. And you can take this all the way up to DeLeon Springs State Park, which is the 26 miles of distance. This is where the pancake house is that we've done videos before. You can go through Blue Springs State Park. This is where the manatees have their hideaway during the cold months. We're at least going to go to Gemini Springs and see how much further we can go. We picked up this scooter, 4th of July sale. This is a new NIU KQi3 Pro scooter. Has a range of about 30 miles, about 21 miles or so on the fastest setting, which is 20 miles an hour. As I go, put my helmet on for safety, even though I am literally pouring sweat. Hopefully we'll get some views, not only from point of view, but we'll use the 3D camera a little bit and then we'll stop, see what we can find along the trail.
I killed myself on
Only got about a mile out of the park. You can already see some old Florida here along the road. All right, so by the rideshare area, that is in DeBary, I believe, got another sign for the Florida Go By Trail here, outline of where you can go to. Basically, you can take the St. Johns River, or the heart of Florida, to the St. Johns River Loop and go all the way up to St. Augustine. And you can do coast to coast and go all the way down to St. Pete. Although I'll say most of the trail so far is just really kind of like an extended sidewalk on the side of the road. So we got about 2 miles or so far. And the Trail Welcome Center, another mile and a little bit up the road. So we've come up on some newish trail. I think this was just finished in January time period, which connects Green Springs to Gemini Springs now. It's all nice and new, smooth. Up to Gemini Springs State Park over across the street. See also Memorial Park that we did a video on not that long ago. And down this way, Gemini Springs. Take a quick peek at Gemini Springs and walk this guy through. Take a gander, see if there's any gators, at least visible gators. for some food. Cooling off in the muck. Meanwhile, the bird's right near him. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna make my way back to the trail because as soon as you stop, it's like 1,000 degrees outside. Bee alert. So I've never been able to go in this area because I always have the car. I'm gonna take a little spin in there now. Oh, no golfing. I've never been in here. So at the end of Gemini Spring Park, you end up with a fork in the road where you can go up this way to Lake Monroe or continue that way into Orange City. So we'll go up towards Lake Monroe Park. I've done 5 miles so far. Still got 3 bars out of 5 on the battery. This helmet is ridiculous. It makes me look like Marvin the Martian. I am going to turn back around though. I don't think that either of my Insta cameras are taking appropriate video because they both keep showing that they're too hot. It is steaming outside today. It's literally what the temperature is, steaming. Back toward Gemini Spring, there's a bunch of like little pathways that you can go down if you're walking. I wouldn't recommend riding down any of these. And over down the road that way, if you make a right, you can get to the Sunrail station. Complete dirt road though, so I can't imagine people running or walking to get over that way. By the way, this is not Marvin the Martian, this is Gadzooks. I'm gonna be dating myself. I have had nothing but time to think about it. And to smell all the wildflowers, they smell amazing. All right, back up to the crossroads. I would go all the way down to Lake Monroe, which is a hike, but I also want to make sure that I can get back. You know, I tested this yesterday by myself, and I did so in the local neighborhood, so, you know, no matter how many miles I put on it yesterday, today I'm already eclipsing that, and just want to make sure the battery doesn't die and see what the range is here. Up to where you can branch off and go to DeBary Hall into the Trail Welcome Center, so let's take a look up that way. And here is historic DeBary Hall. Built in 1871. I've done a tour of this property way in the past, somewhere in our library of videos. It's pretty interesting on the grounds all behind this main building. All right, back to where I started. Green Spring Park. Springs. Springs. Next time we head up here, we'll go up the other way towards Audubon and Augustine. So I still have 12% battery left, which according to the app is 6 kilometers. Based on the current sky, it looks like the ride came to an end at the perfect time. Well, I'm back home. It's actually the following day. It was a really great ride yesterday. I ended up going 19 miles, and though the QI3 says it has a range of 30 miles, it's 30 miles not at the top speed, and the top speed is about 20 miles an hour. So you look at like the meme with like Charlie Day or whatever with all the little symbols and trying to figure things out. I was going for the most part somewhere between like 15 to 19 on the speedometer. That's on the device itself on the handlebars. And then there's some areas of the trail that tell you, like 15 miles or less. So, kind of drop down speed. And I also stopped every so often as well, either water or shoot video or take pictures and just relax and kind of soak it in. We'll say that I looked at like other scooters for a better part of like a year. We have the one wheel. I ride the one wheel. Mary is afraid of me riding the one wheel. It's certainly a little bit more risky, maybe to put it. Because there's so many accidents that I see online that end up happening because of the mechanics of the device instead of user error, though user error does cause a bunch of them too because everyone pushes the speed on them. The scooter though is going to come in handy, like we're visiting different cities and being able to get around. There's always like Lime scooters and stuff like that, and why pay for the Lime scooters when you have your own? And you can figure like when we go back camping, campsites and things like that. I'm really psyched to have it. The trails itself in Volusia County, just absolutely amazing. 26 miles. Obviously, you can't make all the mileage with one battery charge on the scooter, but next time we'll visit a different section of the trail and so on and everything. It's really fun to be able to get out and explore and not have to either walk or run. It's so God-forsaken hot outside right now in summertime here in Florida too. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for now. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.